All right, good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are at a different location. This is actually the first time that I've ever been here myself. We are actually at Lake Perris. Now, super beautiful lake. This lake is huge. A little windy right now. It was kind of hectic this morning trying to get into the ramp and trying to find everything. I guess as luck goes, you know, we're actually out here at the same time they're doing a Spartan race. Yeah, I mean, today's objective, once we get onto the water and everything, we're just gonna go ahead and just try to fill out the lake. Just try not to skunk. I think that's gonna be the biggest objective, but it's pretty windy out right now, so probably fish some covered water or some protected waters, but it's pretty choppy out there from what I'm seeing up here at the boat ramp. But all right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready and I'll see you guys on the water. Alright y'all, so we made it on the water. Pardon the wind noise today. It's like I said, it's a little windy out here already, and it's only gonna get windier. We made it out here finally on the water. It is 7:34 right now. They actually let us launch the boats at 7 o'clock. Took about 30 minutes for me to get onto the water. I was very unprepared today. Didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but nonetheless, we are on the water. So basically today, I think plan of attack is I'm just gonna do 3 things, and these are the 3 things that I normally do when I tournament fish or just do any kind of fishing. Really, this is just my 3 things that I tend to do. First thing is I'm gonna cover as much water as I can. So with this being a new lake to me, I'm not familiar with any of the spot. I'm not familiar with any of the areas. I'm not familiar with any of the structure that might be available. So I'm gonna try to cover as much water as I possibly can. The second thing is I'm gonna fish my strengths. So as I'm covering water, I'm probably gonna be doing some cranking, some jerkbait fishing, some jig fishing, you know, just kind of fish my strengths. And then the third thing is establish a pattern as fast as I can. So obviously, once I develop that pattern, then I'll be able to kind of look for those patterns while I'm on the water. So as of right now, I'm not really seeing anything too crazy right now. We just left the boat docks, but I'm seeing some canaries here right in front of me on this riprap. I don't know if you guys can see them, but I'm basically gonna fish this spot first and I'll see what happens here. Objective of the day is to, for 1, not get skunked, and 2, get familiar with the area, because I know that this is gonna be a tournament lake for ABA. So get familiar with the area and then don't skunk. So all right guys, see what we're gonna do here. All right y'all, so we spot locked right here. I guess this is the start of the riprap. We're at 19 feet of water right now, but you can see here that actually might be fish underneath us. So we're just gonna go ahead and gonna go with Old Faithful, the tactical DD. Gary, my boy Gary, actually hooked me up with some new gear yesterday. So that's another thing. I'm gonna be getting used to some new gear. So this is a Corrado DC, the 150 HG, and yeah, so gonna try to get used to this. So this is gonna be a little different. Okay, so probably loosen up that spool tensioner a little bit, but all right guys, let's see what we're gonna do here. So brand new lake, super windy right now, man. It's like I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fish these other areas as efficiently as I'd like. Regardless, we're gonna just do what we do. Oh man, I thought that was a fish. Guess it wasn't. 19 feet of water right now, so we're in a pretty good spot for this crankbait. It should be good, assuming that the fish are actually chasing bait fish right now. The cool thing about these DCs, the DC stands for, I believe, digital chip, which is that whine that you hear when I cast. And essentially that was supposed to help mitigate the amount of backlash that you get when using this combo. Okay. All right, yeah, there's definitely fish right underneath us right here at about 11 feet. That little whine is going to be something I might have to get used to. All right, so those fish are at about 9 feet. Let's see, I'm gonna throw out the jerk bait and see if we could get these guys to react. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and throw out the Vision 110 Junior. So I met up with Gary yesterday. He actually hooked me up with quite a bit of stuff. He wanted to downsize some of his arsenal, so he actually hooked me up with this 13 Fishing Concept A2 fishing reel. And again, first time kind of fishing with this. I'm gonna have to get used to it and stuff like that. So that's actually what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna tighten up that tensioner quite a bit. 53-degree water temp, so it's not cold by any means. It's actually fairly warm, so hoping that these fish are going to be a little bit more active. And there's actually an ABA boat tournament going on right now too, so definitely came at the right time. Got an ABA tournament going on, ABA bass tournament going on, as well as Spartan race, so definitely a little busy. All right, let's see here, let's see. Let me throw out the Lewis ATV. This guy goes down 3 to 6 feet, so another DC. This is the SLX. All right, guys, so just gonna go ahead and try to find a spot here. All right, so wind's going crazy right now, but we're gonna try to fish this rocky point. That DC definitely helps with the backlash, especially when it comes to the wind. Those mountains out there, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see the snow still on top of those mountains. It's beautiful. All right, guys, so I'm gonna say that we're gonna move on now. If it gets too bad, I think we're gonna push back into this little cove where it's a little more protected, but I think as of right now we just need to keep on trying to cover water and hopefully find a spot that, you know, would be good. Basically whitecapping right now. Oh my gosh. Well, all right, guys. Think we're just gonna have to turn back and fish that one cove because I can't get anywhere else right now. It's taking me so long to get to another spot. Like, I'm trying to get to that little cove right there, and I think that's gonna be the only place I can get to because this wind is crazy right now. But I'm gonna catch you guys back over there whenever I get there. Okay, finally made it over to the other riprap. Oh, that was sketchy, man. That was sketchy. But we made it safe and sound for the most part. To be honest, guys, I don't know how much longer I'd be able to stay out here just because of how windy it is. It's only 9:36 and it's already getting that windy. It is really windy right now. Lost my paddle. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's a little too windy for my liking right now. Obviously we want to be safe more than anything else, so a little too windy, a little too choppy. I think it might actually just get worse after this, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here, and see you guys back at the ramp, and then yeah, we'll go from there. We'll do an outro. See you guys back on the ramp. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for today's video. Obviously got a big fat skunk, big fat zero, but yeah, conditions are tough out there. You know, it was really windy. Couldn't really find any kind of patterns or anything like that. Obviously safety always takes precedence over everything else, and with the amount of wind and whitecaps that we were getting, felt as though I just needed to get off the water sooner rather than later. Talking to some of the guys that are fishing the ABA boat tournament today, the bite is really tough out there. There's a lot of guys getting skunks right now. From what I've been getting, they've been sitting down at about 30-35 feet of water. So not only is it just rough at the surface of the water, they're at the bottom where you know, it's fairly hard to get to them. It's fairly hard to make some accurate casts with the amount of wind that we're getting. Not an excuse by any means, but obviously, like I said, safety is always precedence. Safety always takes priority. Yeah, sorry for the uneventful video, guys. I do apologize, but again, I made the commitment to always post the videos of me and my adventures on the water. This is just an honest time, one of those videos that, you know, you just have to be honest with. You're gonna have some bad days. There's gonna be times when the weather's gonna be inclement, such as today, and you know, that obviously plays a part in your success of catching fish. But as always, guys, I appreciate you guys for liking, subscribing, joining me for my adventures on the water, and I'll see you guys in the next one.